So before the video starts, I just remind people that I do coaching. The link is in the description, you want to apply. Also, I stream on Twitch. Link is also in the description. I stream every day, and I mostly play support heroes like Paige, Dorman, all of these heroes. So I want to talk about myself before the video starts, so you know who I am. I'm ETERNUS 6. I've been ETERNUS 6 since the game basically came out a year ago, and I mainly play support. I play characters like Ivy, Calvin, Sinclair, Dynamo, Vindicta, all of these supportive heroes basically. So Paige is right up my alley in terms of characters. These are the characters that I played in competitive as well. So in this video I'm going to talk about her skills, her ability points, and ability order. I want to talk about how she functions and how you should play her. I'm also going to talk about items and builds. This will also be more of a competitive aspect of Paige, not really a casual one where people build like Spirit. This will be more of a supportive guide, because this hero is a supportive hero. Then I'm going to talk about some combos, and then later we look at some gameplay. So firstly, I want to talk about her skills. Her first skill is basically you spawn a dragon, and it will basically do damage in its path, and it will leave a trail below, and that will do spirit damage over time. Looks something like this. So you can see this trail basically does damage to this guy. This is very good at clearing waves in lane, for example, or like wave clearing in general. So you usually want to use this to combo with your other skills, or you want to wave clear with this, or you want to flush someone out if they're like hiding behind a corner. So like let's say in lane, for example, you can basically cast your dragon on like specific angles, something like this. So it will then instantly go to the other side and clear people hiding behind. There is some tricks to it, like knowing the angles and knowing where they go. Like it takes time to like learn all of this, but in general, like you want to use it for flushing out people, clear waves, and use it into your combos. Your 2 is a barrier that scales with spirit, and it also gives weapon damage that scales with spirit. This you can cast it on your teammate to give them a barrier. You can also cast it on yourself. So this is very important to use in lane, because this means if you can basically outtrade any hero in the game early lane, because you have a 200 shield barrier, or 250 if you level it. So you want to play close range because her gun is kinda bad. Her gun is like very bad at like fighting. I mean like fighting at range. You want to fight close range, and you want to get close with her barrier early game so you can clear waves. If you don't have your barrier early game, she kind of sucks at trying to last it. So you want to use your barrier to like clear waves with melee, and then kind of just like hide once your barrier goes on cooldown. So this is a very important skill to use in lane. Your 3 is an AoE slowing effect and also immobilizes people, and it deals damage. So the first part of the skill slows them, and the second part basically immobilizes them. So the difference between immobilize and stun is the fact that when they're stunned, they can't do anything. If they're immobilized, they can still shoot their gun. So the first part is the slowing part, this part right here. And then when the sword slams into the ground, that's where the stunning effect, or like the immobilize effect starts. You can see that they're immobilized by the effect on the floor. This green stuff means that they're immobilized. So you use this to combo with other skills like Lash ulti, you use it to combo with basically your teammates' abilities. So like let's say Vindicta hits a massive stake. You as the Paige, you want to hit your 3 on top of the stake, so they're stunned after this as well, or like immobilized. So Paige is like a setup hero. Either you set up with your own stuff, I will talk about items later, for setup with your 3. Usually you want to combine your 3 with items that you buy later, or you want to combine it with your teammate's utility, like maybe an Abrams charge. If you have an Abrams in lane, he charges them to the wall, you put your 3 when the Abrams charges, and then you stun or like immobilize them after the charge of Abrams. Your ultimate is a global ultimate, so it means it goes across the entire map. I will demonstrate this after. It will deal damage to the enemies, it will stun them, and if it goes through an ally, it will heal them, and it will also give them movement speed. This ultimate is extremely strong, because it goes through walls, it goes through everything. This is what the ulti looks like. So here it stuns this guy, and it gives this guy movement speed, and basically heals him as well. Let me put a friendly so you see an example. This guy's low. And he just got healed. And this also scales for spirit, so you want to build spirit on this hero and like utility. Next up, I want to talk about the skill points and what you should focus on, and the skill points are actually matter in terms of like this hero. So her 1, the first just reduces the cooldown, it doesn't really matter that much. The second upgrade increases the duration of the trail, so this green stuff is that's on the floor is gonna be up for longer, and the last one just gives you more damage. In my opinion, leveling your 1 really doesn't do that much compared to the other skills that I'm going to talk about. So her 1 is kind of whatever unless you're doing like a damage build, which you probably shouldn't be doing if you're playing or like trying to play her more optimally. But if you want to have fun and do like spirit builds, feel free to. I am not blaming you for doing it. Here too, the first upgrade is very important. It gives you more barriers in lane. 50 more barrier means you can out-trade people in the early lane. It's very, very good. The second upgrade gives you more fire rate. This is upgrade you want to get if you have a carry hero in your lane. So if I have like a Haze, ETERNUS, or like any of the M1 heroes in my lane, or people that benefit from fire rate, like Billy for example, any of these heroes that benefit from fire rate, I would just get this in the lane instantly, so your teammates basically get more fire rate. It's just more damage for them. Because it gives them 25 fire rate and 25 weapon damage and a shield. So if you just put this on like a Billy and he charges into the enemy and he starts shooting them, they will just immediately die basically. And the last upgrade is also very, very important. This means that your barrier will basically apply to 2 other teammates. So if you apply a barrier to one guy, it will bounce to 2 other people like this. So you have 3 people with barriers that it gives weapon damage and fire rate. So it's just insane. Like this upgrade is really good. Another thing that not a lot of people know is that if you self-cast your barrier at a certain distance with the max barrier, the barrier will bounce from you to your allies, so you can cast this to your teammates without seeing them, like this. So the barrier applies to 2 teammates now without really seeing them. If you self-cast and you have a max barrier. It's really good, really important. So her 3 important upgrades here is basically her level 2 and her level 5. The first one just reduces the cooldown. It's kind of whatever. It's good to have in lane as well if you don't have a M1 hero. Her skill order, it kind of depends on the matchups. So if you have like a carry hero, I would level 2 first to max, or like to level 2 for the fire rate bonus. If you don't really have a carry that benefits from your 2, I would just go 1 point into 3 for the cooldown. It's very good. Second upgrade just increases the stun duration, or like the immobilized duration. So this means that this part will last longer, so they're basically stuck to the floor for longer period of time. And it's basically 2 seconds, which is very good. And the last upgrade reduces their spirit resist by 18%. So this basically means that your 1 will do more damage and your teammates will do more damage because it reduces their spirit resist, right? So you want to combo your max 3 with your 1, essentially. And her ultimate, when it comes to skill points, the first upgrade is very good. I kind of get this early. It can basically save teammates because it increases the healing amount by 150. 150 healing is a lot into the early game, I'm telling you. It's very good, so you want to level this skill very early. The second upgrade just makes it so you have more horses. This is what it looks like without. It's just 5 horses. If you upgrade it once more, the path will be wider, so we hit more people basically. It's easier to hit your ulti essentially. The last upgrade just gives you more damage and 0.5 stun. I think this is a waste in my opinion. You don't really need the 0.5 stun duration, to be honest, and you don't really need the damage at all. I don't think this is a point you should get, but that's just my opinion. Because in my build that I have been testing and looking at like what other support players are building as well, they're usually maxing their 2 first, then they're maxing their 3, then they're maxing their 1. Because late into the game, you don't really care about the 0.5 stun. Like, who really cares about the 0.5? And the cooldown is too long. Like, this is 190 seconds of an ultimate. You basically just stun them for 1.5 seconds more. Instead, you could have a dragon that deals even more damage late into the game, right? Then you could buy something like rapid recharge later to increase how many times you can cast this dragon in the late game. Because in the late game, you don't really care about the 0.1 stun duration, you care more about the damage to kill people. So next up, I want to talk about items and builds, and what items are like actually good on her. Paige is a utility hero. You don't really want to be building damage on her. You want to build items that basically increase her range, reduces her cooldowns, and allows her to set up as her free and items that can support her teammates. So let me go into the gun category, then I will go over every other category and like talk about the items that are like actually viable. So in the gun category, you can buy close quarters if you want to fight people in lane. You could buy monster rounds to shove waves as well. I've seen people buying high velocity rounds, but it doesn't really do a lot for her, simply because if you look at her bullet velocity, it's 38 meters per second. If you buy high velocity, it goes from 38 to 51. It's like nothing. Basically, it doesn't really do anything for her. And then tier 2, there's nothing really here you want to build unless you want to build split shot. Split shot is actually quite good on her, because it makes it so her gun will basically fire multiple bullets, and since her bullets are kind of slow and they pierce, this means that you can basically hit multiple people with your gun. This also means you can clear the wave quite easily because it pierces. So if there's a wave, you can cast your dragon early, because the dragon doesn't really kill early. You cast your dragon, you cast your split shot, and you clear the wave instantly. You can go roam again. Another thing you can build as well is slowing bullets. If you buy something like split shot, this means that your split shot will basically slow, like it's easier for you to get slowing bullets on people, so you can basically like start slowing people. Other than that, there's not really anything else you want to build here. If you're building her optimally, you could build melee Paige, but once again, it's kind of troll. In the tier 3 category, there's not really a lot of options here for her either. Alkfire is a good option, very good option actually, because it reduces their their bullet resist, and it combos well with your free. Because when you free the floor, they will be rooted, right? So this means they have time to basically sit in your fire. So this will also reduce the enemy spirit resist by 18% on top of the 8% or how much it goes up to whenever you buy spirit items. Except that you could buy too is Cultist. Cultist is very good because whenever you eat a creep, you will get more range, more fire rate, more HP. It's just very good. It's a very good item in general. I would only recommend building this if you're ahead. It's kind of pointless building it if you're not ahead. This also synergizes very well with split shot, because Cultist gives you fire rate, right? So this means you will just shoot more. Also, if you cast your 2 with the fire rate, you will just fire a lot of like AoE ages basically. And another item you could build that is like kind of good too is Heroic Aura. If you have carries on your team, you can basically apply your 2, which is the fire rate, and Heroic Aura, so they will get a lot of fire rate. I will show this with Paige, by the way. Like, this is insane amount of fire rate. It's basically around 50% fire rate on a carry, which is really, really good, because they benefit from that the most. Like, let's say you have like a super fed haze and she's ulting. You can cast barrier on her and Heroic Aura, and they will just like nuke everything. Another item you could build, I don't recommend it, but you could buy toxic bullets if you have split shot. Since the build-up is kind of fast, it's 32, so it means you need 4 bullets. So it's 4 bullets to apply toxic bullets. It can work, but I don't see a point for it. And then in the gun category, you won't really build anything here. It's kind of just pointless if you're playing like a supportive Paige. In the Vitality tab, there's a lot of items here you can build. Extra regen if you're struggling in lane, it makes sense. Extra health if you want the extra health in lane. Extra stamina is very good too, because she has 2 stamina bars. She really needs this extra stamina so she can escape, because her HP is kind of low. So extra stamina is something you want to buy as well. Healing right if you are low in lane and you want to buy something like Rescue Beam or Healing Nova afterwards. Rebuttal if you're against punch people. I like buying Rebuttal if you're against like an Abrams, if you're against a Billy, and they just keep spamming their punch button. Sprint Boots, however, is a very, very good item on her. Simply because Paige is a hero that wants to be perma-roaming. You're not really farming with this hero. The only thing you're doing with this hero is you're going to enemy jungle, you're clearing their like casinos, and you're clearing waves. In general, you are moving a lot around the map trying to help your team. So Sprint Boots allows you to move fast around the map, which is very important. So Sprint Boots, very, very good. You can buy this in lane 2 if you want to go to boxes. So you have this extra movement speed, so you can just go. So in the tier 2 category, there's a couple items. The first one is Enchanter's Barrier. It gives you spirit resist, spirit power, and CDR. CDR is something you really want on Paige, because you want your cooldowns, and their cooldowns is kind of long. Also makes it so your barrier becomes bigger. So I have 250 now, it's 270, so you get 20 more barrier, and it increases the weapon damage as well. Doesn't really show on the skills, but it increases it and reduces cooldown. Then another thing is enduring speed. Enduring speed, once again, I talked about it. Movement speed, slow resist. You just want to be able to like dodge, run away, kind of be fast. So enduring is very, very good on her, because you want to be perma-roaming and moving around the map. Guardian Ward is really, really good, because if you cast your 2 and Guardian, they will stack on top of each other. So if you look at this Infernus HP, now the 2 and the barrier, so they kind of stack on top of each other. So this person now has a 400 HP barrier, and this you can buy in lane. Think of the scenario, you have an Abrams or someone else that wants to dive. You can put a barrier on them, and another barrier, they have 400 HP in the lane now, for free, and they can outtrade basically anyone. You want to make sure you cast your 2 before your 5, because I'm pretty sure that the Guardian Ward doesn't benefit from the weapon damage. So I think you need to cast this barrier on top of the, or like before the Guardian Ward. So this barrier is below this barrier. I'm not sure if this is how it works, but I would assume that's how it works. Killbane is also good if you need anti-heals, because your 1 applies anti-heal, your 3 applies anti-heal. But in general, I don't think building on-hit effects is that good on her, because the only things in her kit that really applies this is her 1, her 3, and her 4. And the 4 is like super long cooldown. The 3, you only benefit from it when it actually deals damage. So it's basically only the 1 that applies on-hit effects or like spirit effects, unless you buy something like Alkfire, right? So I don't think it's that worth, but you can. Locket is really good too if you're against like laners that have a lot of spells. If you're against like a Geist, Mirage, like any of these heroes that spam a lot of abilities, you can buy Locket in lane. Then you can sell it later for stuff like Rescue Beam. I will talk about that later. Then you have Spirit Shielding. Barriers are just good in general, so you could buy Weapon Shielding, Spirit Shielding, or even Reactive Barrier depending on the lane. But most of the time now, there's a lot of Spirit damage, so I would just get Spirit Shielding if you are struggling against the Spirit Burst. So you will have even more shields now, like this shield 250, this shield 300, and then Divine Barrier 200, so you will have so much shield, you will have so much HP in shields. And then the tier 3 category, you don't really want to build Spirit Resist or Bullet Resist. There's no need for it, in my opinion, because you're kind of not really in the fight. You're kind of chilling in the back anyways, just like casting barriers and spells. You're never in the front. Counterspell is very good if you are against like a Pocket. Any of these heroes that have like massive ultimates you want to dodge, you can just parry it. If they have a Doorman, you can kind of counter the Doorman ulti too. You could buy Remover. I don't see the point really, because you're not really in the fight like super far up. Fortitude, however, is a really good item, because once again, Paige is very squishy. This gives her more HP. And it will make her able to basically never base. Yeah, you never need to base with this hero, because you're permanently regenning when you're not fighting, and you get move speed when you're like above 75 HP. This means once you have Fortitude and Enduring Speed, I have so much movement speed around the map. You can also cast Enchanter's Bag on yourself. So now I have 18 movement speed, and I can basically roam to lanes and teammates and help them very fast. So these items are very good for her. Next item you could buy is Healing Nova. You don't really need to, because most of the time you're not in the fight. You're kind of far away, so you can't really benefit from Healing Nova. You could buy it. You don't need to, but whatever. Rescue Beam is very good if they have a lot of catch heroes. So if they have Paradox, if they have Mon Cruel, if they have Lasso with Holiday, you can kind of just like Rescue Beam them out of there. So they're safe, they're chilling. Another item I would recommend also getting, you could try Velwalker, because this allows you to basically be very fast. And this also makes you kind of envious, so it's hard for people to really catch you, because you want to be agile with this hero. You could buy this, you don't need to. Trophy Collector, you could also buy this if you know that you're gonna fight a lot. It's better to just get Fortitude, because it's like instant value instead of Trophy Collector, because Trophy Collector doesn't give you value instantly. You're basically spending a lot of gold to not really get that much out of this. But if you know you can stack this very fast, I would buy this. It gives a lot of value if you get a lot of stacks early. In the tier 4 category, the only item here that I really would recommend buying is Divine Barrier. If they have stuff like Pocket Ulti, if they have a lot of CC, I would buy this. The barrier is nice, the movement speed is nice, Divine Barrier is really good in it, because you're already buying Guardian Ward. That's about it for the Vitalities category. Now to the Spirit category. This is the important category. You will buy a lot of items in the Spirit category, simply because she scales most of her skills with Spirit. So extra charge, you can buy this for another dragon in lane, right? This will mean your dragon will do more damage in lane. You don't need to build this, you can if you want to. Mystic expansion is very good on her tree, because if you put Mystic expansion on her tree, it'll make it way easier to hit your free, and it will basically slow them for like a larger area, which is very good early into the game. It's easier for you to set up with your team too if you have more range on this. So I would recommend just putting more range on your free. Arcane Surge, however, is really good on her, simply because all of her skills benefit from this. Specifically her 2, because right now I get 271 barrier. If I Arcane Surge this, I get 292 barriers. So Arcane Surge works with her barrier, it works with her free, so the range is bigger, the duration is bigger. Arcane Surge would basically just buff all of her skills, which is very good, and it basically saves you a slot, because it upgrades from extra stamina and you still get the 1 stamina bar she needs. she really wants 3 stamina, and then current surge just makes it easier to build her because you don't struggle with slots that much. Next up is bullet resist strategy. You could buy this, like I said, with the Healbane. You don't really have a lot of things that apply it, but if you really need this extra shred, you could buy it. Because if you buy something like Alkfire, which shreds for like 10% late game, on top of this, it's like 20% shred, basically. Cold Front, you could buy this. I don't see the purpose, because you're not really in there. You're kind of like chilling in the back anyway, so you can't really get a lot of value. CDR, however, is very important. I would get this on your barrier kind of early. It kind of depends how much you're spamming this barrier, because if I buy cooldown now, it goes from 26 seconds to 20-second cooldown, which is very, very good on her. Duration, you don't really need this. You could put this on your free for more immobilized duration, so it goes from 1.25 to 1.5. If you level it, it goes from 2 seconds to 2.5 seconds. Basically, it's like half a second more, so it stuns for a bit longer. And if you arcane surge this too, it will stun for super long. Like, look at the duration of this. Yeah, like this is super long. I'm considering adding this to my build too, to get more duration on my free. Because this duration is kind of insane when you have Arcane Surge. Mystic Slow, you don't really need this. It's hard for you to proc it. Mystic Vulnerability, if you really want to build this and you have a lot of Spirit Heroes on your team. You synergize as well with your max free, because it's minus 18 on top of the 8%, so it's basically around 30% almost. And then Slowing Hex. Slowing Hex is very good on her because it synergizes with your free, and we're gonna buy a very good item later into the game anyways. So what you can do here is you can basically cast Slowing Hex on top of your free. So they're slowed with Slowing Hex and they're slowed with the free, so it's very hard for them to really escape this technically. Then you could build Suppressor, but once again it's hard for her to proc it. They have a lot of M1 heroes, I would buy this. Just kind of depends. Character expansion, she really benefits from range because you're able to cast your heals, your shield from far away. You're able to basically, this dragon will have more range, or like AoE. All of your skills just benefit from range. Same with your free, it will become even bigger. So it's good. Knockdown is also very good on her, simply because it synergizes well with your free. So you can knock down someone, then you can cast your free on top of them, so when they get knocked down, they will get rooted, and then they're basically like fucked. So you can catch people with this. I would buy this if they have like a lot of flyers, a lot of things you want to cancel. It kind of depends on enemy team comp. If they have a 7 that's like perma-ulting and it doesn't really buy unstoppable, you can knock them down, and then you can root them, and then they kind of just like die, essentially. Rapid recharge, you want to buy this late when you have your max ultimate, because your max 1, because you want to cast this a lot of times in fights, right? This is only like super late game, you don't need to buy this early. Silence Web, I'm still testing this, but I think it's like kind of decent, because if you combine your free, which is the 18% on top of the 12%, so like let's say you root them, right, and then you cast your Silence Wave after the root is done, which means they can't really use any skills, and they're rooted, and like, yeah, it's good in general if you have a lot of Spirit Heroes in your team. CDR, I don't need to say much, it's just good in general. You want CDR on this hero. Her cooldowns is very, very long, so it helps with the cooldown issue. Superior Duration is very good because it synergizes with your free. Like once again, I don't think you need to max this or like buy Superior Duration, because not a lot of your things really get value from Superior Duration, but you can buy it if you want to. In the tier 4 category, there's a lot of items you can build, but the one I should mention that is like very good on her is Vortex Web. Vortex Web is like one of the best items for support in general, because it will set up a lot of plays with your abilities. So a combo, I will talk about combos like later, but a combo you can do is you Vortex Web into your free, and then you can cast your bird into this. So if you cast your free before, it's very important that you cast your free before, then you Vortex Web, because there's a like delay to it. So you want to Vortex Web, do like something like this, group them, they get Vortex Webbed into this, and they're rooted. So you can basically get a massive AoE root. So you Vortex Web, or like you free Vortex Web, and then you won. So they're rooted, they're stunned, and like they're just like completely fucked. So what I like doing though is like you Vortex Web, or like you free Vortex Web 1 and then ulti after the root is over, if like you got a lot of people in your vortex. Like say I get 3 people in the vortex, then you have enough value, so you do this, You wait for the root to go over, then you pop your ultimate, so the root is over and then you get stunned. So it's a good combo to do if you get like a lot of people in your root. You don't get a lot of people, there's no value to it, but it's a good way of you to catch people, essentially. Transcendent cooldown is very, very good, because you want CDR on your actives. You're buying a lot of actives on this hero. So CDR is also, or like Transcendent cooldown is very good. So Vortex Web goes from a 42-second cooldown to a 29-second cooldown. And your Divine Barrier goes to 28 seconds, and if you cast it on an ally, it's even less. So it's basically 14-second cooldown for Divine Barrier late game. Scourge is also really, really good because you're buying a lot of range items, or you have a lot of range because you're buying Greater Expansion. You're buying stuff like Vortex Web, which gives ability range. If you're buying Rescue Beam, it gives you range. If you're buying Guardian Ward, it gives you range. So you have a lot of range. This means that your Scourge will be massive late game. Like, look at this area. Scourge is very good because it deals spirit damage to the enemies, and it also gives your frontliner spirit resist. So imagine you have like a super fed Abrams or Billy or any dive hero like a Yamato or like any of these dive heroes. You give them shield, you give them Scourge, they are literally unkillable and they do so much damage. Because at this point now I'm buying a lot of spirit items now. My shield gives them 41% weapon damage. So they will be frontlining, they will do damage. Like, it's very good to apply this to frontline heroes. Another item you could buy is a refresher if you want to ult twice late game. It's not really needed, it's kind of whatever. A lot of people are saying that lightning scroll is core on her, but in my opinion I feel like it's a waste of money. Simply because you're playing around the fact that this ultimate is a long cooldown, like it's 120 seconds. And it's not really that much AoE. So you're basically spending 6,400 gold on a item that can only be activated every 2 minutes, basically. It's kind of a waste of money. Like, if I sell this and just buy superior cooldown, my cooldown is 130 seconds. So every 130 seconds, you basically have lightning scroll. Take this, for example, on Ivy. Ivy has a 100-second cooldown. It's massive AoE, and if you buy superior cooldown, it's a 75-second cooldown. So every minute you have basically lightning scroll, and it applies to everyone. So she gets a lot of value from this, compared to Paige, which doesn't really get that much value from it. So another item you could buy is Echo Shard. Echo Shard on your 2 or your 3. In my opinion, you want to Echo Shard your 2. Because later in the game, your barrier will apply to multiple people. So you can barrier, Echo Shard the barrier, and you have another barrier that you apply to 3 people. Curse is really good if you need to shut on like a carry hero, but it's not necessary. I've seen a lot of people buying Boundless Spirit, but I don't think it's really that much worth. Because if I buy Boundless now, it doesn't really give her that much value. Like, it gives her a bit more damage and a bit more barriers, but it really doesn't give her a lot unless you're building Spirit for like the dragon. I do have a build. The build ID is in the description if you want to try this build. I think this is like the most optimal build, in my opinion, that you can just like copy, go left to right on most of these items and you will be good. It has like all of the items that I talked about that are like actually good for her. So now I want to talk about like some combos that you can do. There's not really a lot for combos, but in general you want to, like, when you get Vortex Web, you want a Vortex Web and then you're free, right? I already talked about this before. It's just like a god combo for setup. Another thing you could do is, like, let's say you're in lane and you get them stuck in your free. You want to cast your 1 on your feet so they get hit by your dragon. In general, your dragon, you want to cast your dragon at your feet if they're pushing you. This means that your dragon will basically start from here and it will go forward. And if you want to catch someone, you want to cast it far away, right? But casting it on the floor means it goes off instantly. Another tip that I have for her ultimate, you never want to use this to engage. You always want to use your ultimate when the enemies are engaging on your team. Unless you have like a fed hero and they want to dive, right? If you have like a dive hero, you want to ulti early to give them move speed and heals, and you want to stun enemies. But in general, you want to save this ulti for either saving someone with their because of the healing, or the enemy team is like jumping you. If the enemy team is jumping you and you pop your ultimate, you can combo into a root and dragon if you don't have vortex. So it looks something like this. So now they're basically knocked up, they are rooted, and they're burning if they engage on you. If you do have vortex, however, it's very good. You pop your vortex, then your ulti, and then you're free. Something like this. And then you will probably add Alkvar into all of this if you can too. If you want to add Alkvar, it looks something like this. Right? And if they're trying to dive you, they are completely fucked. They will just die instantly because you have your team behind you and they're stunned and they're rooted and your teammate gets movement speed. So that's a combo. And in general, this hero is kind of simple when it comes to combos. I did want to show off the global ultimate. So when it comes to the global ultimate, this ultimate goes through the entire map. So what you can essentially do is you find lineups for this hero. So let's say you're on green and there's a fight happening on yellow, or like let's say your teammates are winning yellow, right?
Let's push yellow.
You can essentially line up, I don't know the lineups really, but you can line up your horse or like your ultimate to cast your ultimate through the entire map to hit the other lane. So her ultimate is very high skill sitting. You need to know your lineups and know where like the towers are. So in general, like you can cast your ulti through the map. One thing you also could do is like, because most of these towers are lined up, if they're fighting on yellow, I mean on blue, you can basically cast your ultimate here, and it will go to blue to heal or like stun people, and will also go to yellow if you like line it up correctly. So you can basically heal blue lane and you can heal yellow lane as well, like super early into the game, which is like a good use case for it, because that's what I said as well. If you don't have a carry hero, you have 1 point into your ultimate, so you will heal people for 300. So you can use this to heal basically your entire team. But yeah, that's it for the hero. On to the gameplay. I do have gun heroes on my team, which is like hella good. Yo, stop shopping, bro. See, that was a positive trade for me. And this is probably a positive trade for me too. Yeah, like I'm taking like crazy trades. Like I'm basically taking 0 damage when I trade with my 2 up.
I don't know this with me.
What do I level here? What do I go in lane? Like honestly, I have no clue what to buy in lane. Her 1 kind of fucking sucks dick, man. I don't think you go 1. I think you just go 3. Bro, I'm so tanky. Wait, it's in my burning. Wait, hold up. Where did it go? It's back here.
Doesn't love a little Arthurian fantasy.
Oh my god. Wait, I take 0 damage. Yeah, no, this hero is crazy. For lane, like honestly. You can take stupid
I
trades.
should swing by the curiosity shop.
Well, you can take stupid trades with this hero. And now I get Guardian Ward. Trust. Trust. I cannot die.
The old New York tuxedo.
I literally cannot die in lane. And I do increase damage. Maybe go headshot booster in lane. Wait, hold up. Let me cook her now. What the fuck? Nah. Actually, Thanos in lane. Red bottle? Baby. Nah, this hero is Thanos. This hero is actually Thanos. Nah, you literally don't take damage almost if you trade correctly.
Ready for the valley? Pull on the electric wave.
Ow. I have nothing. Wait, I can win this fight. I have my shield.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah, she triggers items. 600 health every fight. Yeah, like it's kind of crazy, no? Enchanters. Honestly, let me try this. Might seem kind of brain dead what I'm buying now, but I'm playing over headshot booster, maybe. I want to try this.
I see 7.
I can keep going. This is a great need. Conjuring.
I can just run at people. Fuck. What is my faith doing, man?
This one is one of my favorites.
Fire's gonna correct? Yeah, I know. My rate is fucking griefing, that's for sure.
I'll take care of you.
I see 7.
This is
Good luck completing the ritual.
I'm here to help. I'll try my best. I hope you like the
I see the enemy.
This is the best part of the story.
I am gonna
The heal
complete
saved? Yeah, that's why I
ritual, and
ulted.
there is nothing you can do about it.
I leveled the healing.
Come on, buddy.
Let's push yours.
She's kind of fast, actually.
I see paradox.
Did that shit mid? Did I hit that mid? What did I buy in lane here, though?
Push green.
Try to slow him. We're in this together.
CD on 2? Maybe. In spitting yellow, we can fight. I have a lot of shields. We can fight maybe.
They're still in jungle. Wait.
You're safe. Great job. Butterscotch, they were right here.
Vivo here, Vivo.
Guys on me.
That's what I want you to meet.
On me.
I think she has self-esteem issues.
A lot of shields. Can I put shield on myself and do bolts? I can. Stop clip farming? No, I'm not clip farming.
I see paradox.
For Camelot.
This is meds. I'll assume this is meds. Superior cooldown.
The patrons give freely.
19 seconds CD. Green. We're gonna lose green, guys. Can we rotate, please?
Let's push blue.
Go, guys. I can shield you.
We got one.
Go side with the right, the prison man.
Maurice and Krill are off to a fine start.
I'm not scared of Abrams or his MacGuffin.
I mean, extra charge. I think I got slow hex. Actually, let me give me enduring speed.
Gang to the right place.
This should help. Conjuring Kraken.
Thank you. I see
The amount of shields she provides though is kind of crazy.
Infernus.
Blue.
They push blue.
Here's a polished Deadlock community. Welcome. I can come. I can give a bunch of shields. Clear blue someone. I have to clear it. Never mind.
I don't have enough damage. We can kill 7 on green. We can ult him.
I feel like you need enduring for the movement speed. I feel about their bullets. Hella slow. I need help with blue.
I'm rotating.
There's probably gonna be people there, I would assume. Never mind, there's no one here. They're all green.
We have a lot of jungle.
I'm gonna try and get Alkfire now. See how it feels. Coming yellow. You can fight. I have shields.
I'm coming yellow.
Meet my friends. I really need this to work.
Yeah, Sarah's kind of insane.
Buffs 20.
Nice teamwork.
I'm rotating low.
They've destroyed the guardian.
You can walk up Paige, I have
We
shields.
can kill them on wall.
I see 7.
Let's push York.
I'm coming, Rift. Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Abrams missing.
Keep pushing, don't be scared.
I see 7.
Oh, I need this to work.
We're losing green, guys.
I see Nina.
No para.
I see Paradox.
I call on the Lady of the Lake.
Paradox on me. Just gone.
Take this.
The spirit urn is
Hey, what did you imagine there to be? Yeah, probably. Kinda. We're gonna lose yellow. Someone needs to rotate.
The robot is over there.
I'd help with Earn. Abrams on me. Can someone go parry? Abrams gonna charge.
I'm coming, Corin.
this book can do.
Kill him.
Bro.
Summoning. We're a team.
I see Abrams. I see the detective.
Gotta remember to go to the store.
Blue, green, we're losing everything.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Try to take yellow.
They destroyed our green walker.
Misses. Big thing.
I'm spitting yellow. Someone fix green.
Headed to
Rift.
green.
I'm spitting. I have ulti. Keep fighting green, guys.
Here you go.
I see the enemy. Thanks.
I have a lot of shit.
Here comes the cavalry.
I see Paradox.
I'm coming down.
Oh, I brought this with me.
Help, guys. Guys needs help. You can turn, guys. You can turn. You can turn. You can turn. Go fight. Go fight. Fight.
Blood exchange
Come, come, come.
down.
Do my best.
A yellow walker.
The heal amount is 400. Like, it's not bad. We can look to kill Abrams more if you come.
I'm boosting on Abrams.
Doesn't love a little Arthurian fantasy.
Head to Greenwich.
Don't worry about a thing.
I see Bebop.
Go back to the wall here.
Took out Krill.
I don't know why everyone is here. It's just weird by them. We can maybe take yellow. There's like so many people on green.
Haze is coming.
Go push mid. I have ulti.
I'll keep fighting.
Buffs 30.
Your aim is
Careful.
impeccable,
Careful,
Wraith.
careful. Buff soon, don't die. Paradox is coming. Go back from blue.
Corin yellow. We can take Corin yellow.
It's on green. No, it's in yellow, never mind.
I'll take Corin. Okay.
I'm coming with his. Alright, you can fight them here, have shields.
think so. This trick. I got you.
Help me deliver this thing. Sounds good.
It'll help. I'm so good for you.
Help me deliver this thing.
Let me help you.
You can kill Abrams.
We're losing yellow.
They want to kill me. They have to work for it.
They've taken our yellow.
Bro, push green or something. We're just like not doing much.
Let's push Greenwich.
She gives so many fucking shields though.
I'll try to slow them.
I'm one after base. Careful. Like Wraith, you need to split push. There's so much farm for you. Do I get range? Maybe I get rescue beam. Fuck it. Is Guardian Ward core? I think so. I think Guardian Ward is core because it gives you a bunch of stats or like shit that you need. Yes, can you kite to me? Like kite towards green line or mid? You can turn. Turn.
Feel better?
Blue. Coming green, village.
They're all going.
Walker is under attack.
Oh my fucking god, man.
They want to kill me. They have to work. I love this part.
Can I get some help? Hello? I'm so slow. Like I'm just faster like running around. It's like
The rejuvenator is descending.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Our blue walker is under attack.
We make a good team.
No, push green.
Your mind will be honed.
Buffs 40.
we can push blue and green. Wait for green to push up before we push blue.
I
Just
see
take their
better.
jungle. I'm with you guys.
Warden on green lane.
Take this. Conjuring.
Let's push blue.
Fight for Avalon. Here you go. I call on the Lady of the Lake. one. Abrams isn't making it easy for us. Summoning. Need a dragon?
I mean, it's Oracle, but like still.